All right. Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new 1% weekly review. As you guys know, we run these every single Friday around noon Eastern. Now, today I did not run it live, but I just still wanted to record something and bring everything on here for you guys for today and this week, and as far as what we are going to do for the server and the community in a whole. So we will do 1% weekly reviews for today. Following today, we're going to be going into next week. I'm going to be revamping the server a lot. I have the PDF coming out for the flow guide. I have a couple other things that are coming out as well, as far as you being able to follow along and something that is easily understood on a lower basis. So 1% weekly reviews. Let's go ahead and get it started off here. We did not take any trades this week. I personally did not take any trades this week. So on the board, we are flat as far as drawdown goes for the week or any type of profit. So all is good as far as that. I just wanted to kind of get on here and look at some higher time frame charts here and show you guys what we are looking for as far as equity goes for the long term. So as far as our review for today, obviously, like I said, no trades for this week, but I wanted to take a look at Ethereum right here. We're on ETH currently. And I also wanted to take a look at Bitcoin, and we'll also do gold here. But with Ethereum first and Bitcoin, I was just taking a little gander at these higher time frame charts here, and we're starting to look very, very good as far as the equity side goes, just because of our weekly chart basis. Now, if we take a look at our weekly chart basis, we can see that we are creating lower highs and lower lows until we got to the point to where we broke that demand. We broke that area of supply and broke structure to the upside on the weekly chart. Now we will look for that higher low, higher high continuation into the higher areas of supply here around 2859. And then following that, we'll look for continuation past that. But that weekly chart is looking very, very, very good. And so is that daily chart as well. We got that little mitigation. We got a liquidation already of those previous buyers underneath those lows around that 2274 area, and now we're starting to break structure to the upside on the daily time frame. So this is looking very, very, very good for equity as far as equity goes. Now, if you believe in crypto long term, great spot to grab it at, just due to the fact that we're at the lows, literally at the lows. If we're going down, the only way to go down would be continuously right through our entire IPO, what we opened with, what we started off with back here in December of 2020, which is much less likely, more likely so for us to hold those lows. As you can see, we've already liquidated that range. We already liquidated this range right here when we took out the lows, and we've already liquidated this entire range when we took out these lows right here. So it is looking good for a good push to the upside. May is coming around as well. These moon phases are coming through. So everything is kind of setting in place as far as alignment for a big push, whether to the upside or the downside. I would love to see that personally for crypto. I think that we'll get a lot more trust into the markets for cryptocurrency specifically versus our indices and our metals markets. But now let's go ahead and move on to some XAU USD. Talking about XAU USD, we had that great big push down on the higher time frame on that weekly chart. We were talking about the area of imbalance that we are currently sitting in, how we could either go up from down from here, but what we would want to look for and what we're going to see around these areas is going to be a confirmation of a either lower high or a higher low. Now, what do we mean by that? Once we come back into this area of imbalance, we're going to be looking for our mitigation. We got our mitigation. We'll look for our liquidation. We got our liquidation. Now we're going to look for a creation of either supply or demand. So, did we push down, liquidate, and break structure to the upside? Taking a look at here, not so much, right? This daily chart starting to show those break of structures to the downside, higher highs, higher lows, lower low, lower high. We took that short right there, lower low, lower high, and we got another lower low as well. So I'm looking at this candle, right? Break a structure to the downside. Where is our candle before candle that broke structure to the downside? That's going to be right here, otherwise known as that flow block. Price comes up into that area, up into this area of imbalance, and either creates new supply where it's at currently, or taps into that area of supply and then continues to the downside from there. So we will be watching for that for XEU USD specifically. Now, downside on gold also means more money in cash flow, also means more money and possibly into our regular markets, right? We're talking about our tech stocks, we're talking about cryptocurrency as well. So these kind of correlating together in a sense of gold down, cryptocurrency going up is kind of coming into play as well. So we'll kind of see how that plays out coming into next week. I will be trading all of next week. We're going to be starting on Lucid. No more Top Step. I don't really like Top Step. They're not the best. Too many issues that I've had with them as far as closing accounts or hedging things in certain areas where we're not hedging, just because we're taking multiple trades on a lower time frame, right? We're scalping trades. Just issues on a whole with Top Step. I've just been seeing much to with it, so we'll go ahead and go with Lucid coming into next week. But with that said, that's pretty much all I had for you guys today. Like I said, I wanted to get on here, show some higher time frame charts, go over Bitcoin, or sorry, not Bitcoin, go over Ethereum and go over gold. So we went over both of those. Bitcoin as well, actually. Let's do that real quick. Bitcoin as well looks disgustingly good. So Bitcoin already showing bullish behavior at this area. We had a huge area of accumulation. We broke out of that. We're continuously creating higher highs and higher lows, and we are pushing to the upside. So all of that is going to show to me that we want to take those longs. Look for that continuation to the upside. Cryptocurrency as a whole. Also, this is going to point again to your alts as well. This is a great time to start looking at some alts. So usually I don't go on here and talk about crypto like this. We haven't been doing this in about, I would say, 2 years now. But crypto is looking very good for some type of liquidity into it coming into these next few months here. So very excited for that. Be ready for all the changes coming into the server. We will talk about that going into next week. Thanks again, everybody, to those who did pop out today and those who are watching the recording on YouTube. If you are not in the server, if you are not in the private server and you are watching this on YouTube right now, definitely join the private server. We have a bunch of free content on there already without the need for you to spend any type of money. Obviously, if you would like to, you can get more. But at the basis, we have everything that you will be able to need to start as far as you starting your training journey and you putting your work and mentality into this as a whole. So again, thank you everybody to did uh again, thanks to everybody who did pop out today. I will catch you guys on the next one. I will see you guys next week. We're going to be streaming Tuesday through Thursday. I am personally, and then we will also be introducing a new trader next week. So definitely be very excited for that. I will catch you guys then. Peace out, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend. Make sure you get away from the charts. Make sure you rest up and make sure you're eating right. And I will catch you guys next week. Peace out, everyone. Have a good one.